Bruce Dull lives happily with his wife Harriet outside of Baltimore, Maryland. Bruce is roughly 3/4 German, but he says he prefers the kilt over lederhosen, scotch over warm beer, and the melody of bagpipes echoing in the hills over the oompa music of a stuffy beer hall. Though Irvine is his primary clan, Bruce is also active with Clan McBean, Clan MacDonald, Clan Hay, and Clan Keith, all names that appear in his family line. Bruce got into all this stuff at an early age. His mother started researching their Scottish heritage back in the early 1970s. As a kid, Bruce remembers attending the Fair Hill Colonial Highland Games in Maryland, and he showed an interest back then in the kilt very early, and he started saving money for his own. But Mom beat him to the punch and got him one for Christmas one year. You can't tell where you're going unless you know where you've been. My Scottish heritage and generations of forefathers guide my way. I know my ancestors are watching what I do with the name. I carry my family name forward, and being a Scot, well, you can't be prouder. My heritage is who I am. Bruce's kilt collection is up to 5 now, including the U.S. Navy tartan. Following family tradition, he joined the Navy in 1978 and served until 1995. He was on active duty during Desert Storm. After the Navy, Bruce found a career in law enforcement. He's retired now. His last job was working as an investigator for the Maryland Governor's Office of Crime Control and Prevention. So, Bruce has done a lot with his time, including Civil War reenactment and 40 years in scouting. But his greatest passion was the result of his service in the Navy. You see, Bruce is the founder and current commander of Post 1814 of the Scottish American Military Society. That means he's usually on the run, organizing events like dinners, banquets, parades, color guard evolutions, and educational seminars. Now, in case you don't know, the SAMS is a 501c19 veteran service organization. SAMS basically tries to be welcoming to anyone who's interested, regardless of where, when, or how they served. They set up at Celtic festivals where they meet, greet, and listen to the stories of veterans. Post 1814 is all about supporting and honoring vets through programs like Wreaths Across America, Quilts of Valor, and the President's Volunteer Service Award, so I don't blame Bruce for saying there's nothing you can't love about that. The SAM's mission also includes educating the public regarding Scottish and American military history, culture, and traditions. The goal basically being to help Americans understand the contribution of Celtic peoples to the country. Sounds good to me. Now, if you are curious about SAMs yourself, we do have some links down in the description, and we'll be doing another video on them in the very near future. In the meantime, if you want to meet Bruce, you'll find him at the Central Maryland Celtic Festival, the St. Andrews Society of Baltimore, or the Maryland Irish Festival. And as usual, you can say hi to him on the Kilts Culture Facebook group. And that is Bruce. In a very, very tiny nutshell, because actually he gave me a huge amount of information, which I could not squeeze into what we normally do for an ambassador segment. Very dedicated man, very involved and very passionate about his community, supporting veterans, and really anything that he's involved in. I wish I could have done more with him, but I'm definitely gonna write him and encourage him to use all the notes he sent me to make an article for himself because his story is pretty cool. And yes, we will be doing another video on the SAMS in the near future. I'm hoping to get it out around Veterans Day. It seems like a really awesome organization. And Bruce will tell you all about it. If you want to ping him on the Kilts Culture Facebook group, he will give you all the information you'd ever want, and then some, by his own admission, about how to get involved in it. So,
nice.
Yep.
So, cheers to Bruce and all the SAMS members.
Plancha.